Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to talk about Vaan, which is the upcoming unit with its own FR. So Vaan currently is a single target orientated magic damage dealer. He does have some AoE potential, but that's only on his splash. And when you're using Vaan, even though his EX has some improvement, you're only going to press his skill 1 and skill 2 only because of his own FR. So basically, Vaan has very strong Brave Gain reliance on his entire kit like before, so you are not really too worried even if his elemental is being locked out, because of the fact that he can actually cap even if hitting just one with enough Brave Gain in the party. And he has innate Imperil as well, which allows him to hit weakness, and also allows your party member that deals the same elemental attack that he does to also hit weakness even without Imperil applied. He also has a pseudo blind on his skill 2+, which you gain after using more often of his skill 2, that you can actually come as a clutch situation if the enemy missed his attack, especially when the enemy perform the attack very often. So yeah. Anyway, moving into Vaan's FR condition. So Vaan FR condition is rather unique here. He actually needs the party to be above 20% of their max bravery after turn. So if you have Vaan's BT plus, or even if you have his BT while his BT effect is active, it's actually really simple to fulfill this effect, this particular condition, since his BT effect already provides a 20% max bravery floor to the entire party. And of course, if you don't have his BT, you may need units like Iroha or Ursula to help him fulfill that particular condition itself. As for his second condition, it's actually rather unique. He requires the party or himself to actually perform a ability, which a free skill ability to be exact. And Vaan's FR, when performing it, actually provides free skill to the entire party for 2 action. So for example, if you're gonna run units like Aerith or Hope, for Hope in particular, I'm actually referring to after him getting his FR enhancement board, and you need to remove his passive for the reason I'll be stating down below. And of course, units like Penelo actually works really well as well with her remove passive, and you have her fully max out her force enhancement board. So what I mean is, while Vaan provides free turns to all these units that can actually use that free turn on their skill 1 or their skill 2 to actually provide a supercharging effect to his FR. So for every skill 1 or skill 2 they use, it will provide a whoop ass of 113 HP damage bonus up to the Vaan's FR condition, as long as they use it under free skill. And why you want them to remove the passive is because you want them to pass the turn while you're using this supercharging skill. So for example, Aerith's skill 2 actually can pass a turn, even though it's a supercharging skill, it's not instant turn. So that particular skill itself can be really helpful. And of course, if you have units like Ramza, it can also help a lot in that department. So yeah, all these units are the example. Hope and Penelo, if you want them to pass the turn while using their own skill, you need to remove their passive. So this is why I mentioned about removing passive over here. So yeah, Vaan is actually really unique here. I personally think that his FR could be really good. From my own recommendation, as you can see from here, you want to activate his FR and then perform his skill 1 and skill 2, and then proceed to let the third unit or the second unit to use their supercharging skill to actually charge up Vaan's FR condition, and then have Vaan enter his own BT phase while his force time is at 6. But if you really want Vaan to enter his own BT phase at 7 turns, you can of course just activate his FR at the second turn of his free 3-turn skill from Lunafreya's buff. So that part itself can allow Vaan to enter his own BT at 7 turns, but whether it's good or not, I'm not too sure about that, which is better. But yeah, that's a thing to consider. Anyway, going into Vaan's banner, I personally think that it's a really good banner, to be honest. It has H, which is probably the best of this combo here. But personally, I'm just going to skip it, I think. But I'm going to throw a little bit tickets just because I already have his BT plus and blue armor fully maxed out. So I might try my luck here. If I get it, then I'll max him out for fun, since I already maxed out all his other kit anyway. If I don't get it, then I'll just wait out for his Echo later down the line. And of course, when it always comes to damage dealer, people always compare units with Tifa, with upcoming Citrain. I would say that Vaan, it's a little bit different, but he does perform slightly poorly compared to these two characters. Regardless, Vaughn is still really good. If you really like how Vaughn's work and if he's your favorite unit, maxing him out is actually not a bad idea. It's actually really good, to be honest. So what is your plan for the character? Are you skipping him or are you pulling for him? Do let me know down in the comments below. Celeste is coming soon though, so you might want to be careful when spending your resources. I personally might be skipping Celeste because I've been spending my resources way too often. Then I need to skip some to save some and all. But yeah. So thank you again for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.